Okay, this is part 3 of Adin Ross's therapy session, which with Dr. Obvious, Dr. Shooting at the Dark, Dr. I don't know.
There's times where I'm like,
I'm
damn, I'm
sorry. I'm sorry for, but I'm sorry, bro. But please, please, please don't stop doing this stuff. Like I can't hear it anymore. Like I don't care like if you studied at Harvard and stuff like that. Like the things you put out, it's like okay, let's stop complaining.
wish I had
Sorry.
somebody with me. I wish I can enjoy life with somebody. I wish I can, you know what I'm saying? I think, you know, the,
I'm here. I'm here, Aiden. I'm right here. You know, we can walk, we can talk. Um, spiritual stuff like why you feel so lonely and stuff like that, or even solve this problem and stuff like that. I am a cook, I can cook and stuff like that, and I don't need me. I don't need much, So, but I'm here. I'm available.
there's
W
there's
clip
there's
farming.
pros and cons of everything. I think
W clip
you know,
farming.
when you saw me, I knew you were writing this entire time. When you saw me talk to the loan, you know, there's pros and cons of everything. I think
Great.
you know, when you saw me, I knew you were writing this entire time. When you saw me talk to the loneliness part, yeah. I mean, like, look, man, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's good to be lonely, but there's times where I also wish I wasn't lonely. Of course, I'll admit it. Yeah, you know,
Yeah, I mean, so
Hey man, Aiden Ross. The thing is, you don't have to feel lonely if you understand yourself, if you understand thought, ego. Then you never have to feel lonely anymore. And that is the beauty of it. The beauty of it. You don't have to feel sad anymore, like most of the times. Like if it's really just you thinking. But if it's like somebody dying and stuff like that, it's like yeah, you can be sad about it, but if we are really looking into it, logically, sanely, and stuff like that, you are none attached because attachment is something that the ego wants. Always attaching to something, and if you are too attached and your parents die, guess what? Your world, the ego personality, your world will break, which is not a bad thing. But some people don't know how to handle, and then like they thinking suicidal and stuff like that, and then it's like a problem. Like if you can't understand like what it really is and stuff like that, then that is a big problem. If you're just always in the realm of thinking, then you can unalive yourself, yeah,
so
which I almost did.
that too, it's kind of like there's pros and cons, right? So like I'm with you. There's pros and
Oh,
cons
my
to
bad.
being lonely. There's pros and cons to being married.
hmm,
I'm with you. I think intellectually it's spot on, but I'm kind of noticing that like anytime you kind of come up on emotion, your mind kind of steps in and sort of says like, oh, there are pros and cons, right? It's okay to kind of feel this way, but something interesting happens is that you actually move away from the feeling by saying that. Does that make sense?
yeah, it does. I like I said, my emotions are fucked. Like I feel like I don't feel sometimes. I try to step away. I try to move away. I try to get away from the feeling part of things sometimes.
Yeah, and why do you think your emotions are fucked?
Throughout my whole life, I've always had trauma, and I've always not really.
Bro, he said it. Like he's asking like why do you feel like that's like that, right? He said it in the beginning. Listen, Linda. Listen, Dr. K. He said it in the beginning. Is he's having all that trauma, never confronting it, always storing it up, and then you ask himself, like, for what? For what are you writing? For what are you writing? I'm not even writing anything, bro. Like, there's paper. I need. I need a mouse pad to go somewhere, but it doesn't work. So I just put it under my keyboard until I get my mouse pad. But basically, I don't write anything, bro. I just listen really, really careful what he's saying because it's an important thing to do in a conversation, of course. Like, and then to forget about it and you maybe not writing it down. Like, what are you writing down? Do you really write down, like, his favorite game is 2K? Stop giving up. Like, stop being a psychiatrist. Like, stop doing all that. I know it's generating you money, but just do something else, please. Like, I can't listen to that anymore. Like, I am really like, I need maybe not a 1 week break after that, maybe a 2 week break after that. Like, it is crazy. Like, it is crazy the questions he's asking, or the comments he's doing. Like, he's saying, I feel lonely. He's saying, hmm, sounds lonely, yeah.
From the feeling part of things sometimes.
Yeah, and why do you think your emotions are fucked?
Like, it's really like, for me, it's really just 1 plus 1 equals 2. You know, he is a psychiatrist. Normally, he should know that too, that 1 plus 1 equals 2, especially in psychology, bro. Like, that is your field. That's where you study. But guess what? A psychiatrist just knows that much, right? That much. If you are like spiritual and you really dig deep, really, really deep, it's like, you know, there is no limit in knowing or learning because it is always a learning thing. But it's like, first it was like this, right? Nothing. And then you get more conscious, aware, and stuff like that. And then it's like, you learn. Also, I learn through this conversation. I'm learning, like, learning that uh people st- store their trauma. Okay, that's something which I already knew because I did it also, you know um and not confronting it. And then then he feels lonely because he is alone, first of all. And then you can feel lonely really quickly because you are in your own thoughts and stuff like that. And that's where, you then, it's like, you overthink, which he also said, you know, and that's how like, why his emotions also like, I'm done explaining, bro. I'm done.
Throughout my whole life, I've always had trauma, and I've always not really like went through it. I've always kind of just like put it to the side.
And desensitizing, like, being not sensitive, let's say, like, get less and less sensitive, that's desensitizing, I think. Desensitizing, yeah. Um, for example, the new word desensitizing, I learned it. But also with Twitch chat, or chat. With chat, or the things he's watching, like he get racist comments and stuff like that, this and that. And then it's like, he is desensitized to these things because it's like he got used to it. Like, he put the wall, so big and thick and stuff like that, that it's like, it doesn't even phase him, and that's also why he also can't really. I already said it, bro. Like, because of mechanical stuff, gaming, always the same. Twitch chat, like, doing all the things you do, like, it's getting mechanical more and more and more, and then you are getting more and more robotic. And then, bro, like, you should know that, like, you should understand that. But he is like really not going 1 plus 1 equals 2. Like, he's not even thinking, I feel like, sometimes, like, really. Like, or he's doing this mechanical stuff, which is like, it sounds lonely, it sounds sad, it sounds like angry. Like, why? Like, listen to him, and don't do this generic, because he doesn't want to be generic, but he's generic as hell, bro. Generic as hell. And this dude is the psychiatrist, bro. Like, okay, I'm done.
Um,
I'm done. I'm really done. I'm
do
sorry.
you feel comfortable sharing? I mean, I don't think this is the place to really air out all your traumas, but can you
Well,
help me
no,
understand? Huh?
yeah, yeah. So the most traumatic thing that ever happened to me was,
The
check
knife,
this out, right? This is a
the knife,
story.
the knife
When I was 12,
with
I was
his uncle.
sleeping. My uncle came in, stabbed me with a knife in my sleep. See the mark right there? It's a scar for life. And he thought I worked for the FBI. He was on some meth.
Holy shit,
And
man.
then, yeah. I was 12 years old, and in my sleep, and I woke up to a knife, and I pulled it out, and I went to the hospital.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but he told the story so often, and he's doing saying it so casually. And then when it was like time, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
How
Let me
does
log
it
in.
feel to say that?
And he said, I don't care. They make jokes about it with me.
Yes,
They've
yeah,
actually
yeah.
helped me out a lot.
Who's they?
My
Chat.
stream, my chat, my audience, like
How do
my
they?
viewers.
What joke? I'm confused.
Well, they just make me, like, I think sometimes humor fills voids in a way, like sick, dark, twisted
Sure.
jokes. You know what I mean? Like, I think
No,
my
no, 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 no,
audience,
no,
my
no.
viewers sometimes help me, like, they make jokes about it, so it's like it makes it like a little bit. They try to add
That's
light to
what I yeah, that's what it is. That's what I like. They go crazy, bro. Like, also the Jew the Jew jokes are insane, bro. Oh my god, bro. Okay, okay, I'm locked in.
the
I'm locked in.
darkness of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think that sounds. I mean,
Okay,
humor is like the
how
way
does
that
it
human
sound,
beings
bro?
cope with stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And I mean, so even though that was kind of physically traumatic, did it? How did you understand that? Did it
At a
bother
young
you?
age, at a young age, I didn't. At a young age, I didn't, and my parents told me, they said, you don't have to go to school for however long you want. We're gonna put you in therapy. We're gonna do all these things and all that. And I said, nah, I want to go to school. It happened on a Friday. I said I want Friday night after school. I said, nah, I'm going to school Monday. They got me a cast. I went to school. I made up a lie to everybody in my class. I said that I tripped on a rusty nail. I forgot what I said, and I ran with it.
Are you? I mean, that's impressive.
Yeah,
Like, that's a hard 12-year-old dude.
thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, and I think I left out something as well. I also witnessed my grandparents having sex at 8 years old as well. Not
In
witness. Well,
Oh my god, bro. I I heard about the story, and bro, I just love how Aiden just tell these stories like it's the most normal thing to say, bro. Like, this is crazy. But okay, let's go for it.
kind of
I know.
witnessing
I
a lot of
already know.
shadows and noises and stuff.
well, so it's kind of interesting because you call that trauma,
And
and
the
like
way he told the story was so great and so funny, bro.
like it's definitely trauma.
Yeah,
Crazy.
for sure it is. For
Yeah,
sure it
yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah,
And
it
that,
is.
and yet, like, what I'm actually getting the most of you from, or what I'm feeling the most of from you, is actually like pride.
Not pride. I just try to bring it pride. I try to bring light to it. It is dark. Don't get me wrong,
Mm-hmm.
doctor. It is dark. It's fucked up. I just try to bring light to the situation.
Yes, yes, yes,
Like, I
yeah, yeah.
think adding a piece and a scent of dark humor to stuff is, in my opinion, the best way to kind of put light over it. Like, it's like I
No, no, no.
I just like, that's how I guess I've been dealing with it. I've always just cracked dark, crazy dark jokes.
Absolutely, man. I mean, I think literally, like, we can talk about this if you want to at some point.
Okay, let me say it first. Okay, let me say it first. It will be funny for this moment, but then it is trauma. At the end of the day, it is still trauma to you, right? And it's still in you. So you need to confront it, like someday, or not confront it, but just realize what like it all is, the trauma and stuff like that, which is like, and if you think about it again and again and again, it's like, you, okay, if you have a really imaginary mind, which everybody should, and creative and stuff like that, then you see it vividly, especially traumas, vividly remembering it like it was yesterday. You know, this is what trauma can do. So, and if you identify yourself with it, you have this trauma and this specific thing. You don't have to do all that all the time. If you realize what you are, which is thought, then it's like take the thought away, put it in its place, for learning a language, learning a skill, and stuff like that. And then it's like you don't have the trauma anymore. Like the trauma is not there, especially like, I mean, it can pop up as a thought, right? But when you don't identify yourself with it, or let's just say you, not just you, but there is just awareness, then there is no ego or thought who's saying, I have trauma, you know? Then there is then there is just the thought, and then awareness or observe observation, and through observation this thought will go away. You didn't identify yourself with it with through the ego, and then there is no trauma anymore, because there is nobody who identify it with this thought anymore. And then the thought is getting weaker and weaker and weaker, and someday it will never come back.
But
And that's how
I
you confront yourself with the thought, through observation, through watching it. Watch it until it goes away. Again and again, again. It doesn't matter how often, but I'm telling you right now, it is getting weaker and weaker and weaker, and someday it will never come back. If it comes back, let it come back, Then you just watch it, or you, not you, but then just watch or just observe, and then it goes away.
Yeah.
literally earlier today, let's see if I can find this. Here it is. No, I'm actually reading a bunch of papers about coping mechanisms and trauma,
Yeah.
and just how they kind of change and stuff. But
Oh,
it's kind of interesting. So
papers.
I'm
Oh,
noticing that
knowledge. Okay, let's go.
you bring a lot of positive to the negative.
And that's what I try to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at it like this, and people always sometimes are like, damn, I wish when I was growing up I didn't have it like that. And I wish sometimes like it would be easier and stuff. And I don't want to sound ignorant. There's definitely people that have had it way worse than me. But I've been through some stuff, you know what I mean? Not, probably there's people that are to hear this that have been through way, way worse than me, you, etc. Right? So I don't want to sound ignorant, but I think that you gotta sometimes take the cards you're dealt with and just try your hardest in life and give it all you got. And I think part of that is finding a way.
It's like it's like Adin giving the therapy session. He is the spiritual dude or psychiatrist, and he actually listened to him. Sometimes you got deal with the cards you got, and that's probably also with his gambling addiction. You just got to deal with the cards you have.
To literally
Yo,
kind of
yo.
make your mind strong. So I think when you go through these traumatic things in life, you want to try to add some type of like light to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm hearing that.
No, no, no.
Yeah, I hear you, dude. So like, what I'm getting from you is
Okay,
that
I already
you're
said it.
you're a survivor. You're a thriver despite your circumstances.
Okay.
Yeah, I would believe so.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's
Everybody.
plenty of evidence for that.
Me too,
Yeah.
bro. Like everybody
So what
was
bothers you about
a survivor.
so when you kind of say
Hopefully.
like,
Hopefully you
you
survived.
didn't feel
Hopefully.
much when you were traumatized, like help me understand that a little bit.
I just so
What?
when I was like
Help me understand that. You didn't feel much when you were traumatized, like help me understand that a little bit.
I just so when I was a kid, I just never liked talking about my feelings. I always just kept it in.
Me too, bro.
Even though something bad would happen to me, I would always just find a way to just kind of like change topic and just not want to talk about it, and just not want to let it out, and just really just keep it in and put it in the back of my head and deal and think about it later.
What
You know what I
what
mean?
kind of stuff would you keep in?
Anything in general. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, just with any type of trauma, any type of like whether it be my parents fighting, or whether it just be my grandparents having sex in front of me, or whether it be getting stabbed in the knife in my sleep, whatever it was, any type of trauma like that, I would just always try to not really talk about it, put it in the back of my head and forget about it.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you're actually doing something similar even today. It sounds like you learned a different way of doing that, which is looking at the positive, trying to put light on it, cracking jokes.
Yeah.
But I'm hearing that maybe at one point you were like,
But
oh,
it doesn't solve it. Even Dr. K, Dr. Obvious, Dr. Shooting in the dark, saying, yeah, it's good, put a little bit light into this darkness. What about taking, like, like, be, shout out to Jiddu Krishnamurti, be a light to oneself, right? To yourself. And then there is no darkness. There is just light. Isn't that way, way more beautiful? Like, isn't that way, way better than just crack a joke? There's light when there is darkness, but then the joke is gone, and then the darkness is still there in you because you are storing it and never confronting it. What about you can basically, or you can be a light again, to yourself where the darkness can't even lurk. You know what I mean? Like the darkness can't even lurk in the deepest uh in the deepest back of your head or something like that. Deepest of consciousness. Like wherever your traumas lies, and this darkness is, the light is so strong. There is no darkness at all. There are no shadows. Like there is just light everywhere. Like isn't that way better? Like come on, guys. Let's
avoiding it
like
or
come on.
whatever, and now you've learned a different way to like move away from it.
Mm.
Yeah, definitely.
So let me ask you, what's the problem with like not feeling a whole lot?
Scary. It's
What the? I'm not getting into that anymore.
scary because like I'm wondering one day is this gonna catch up to me? Am I gonna one day wake up alone at 40 years old and not have any feeling at all, any type of like I don't know, any type of like ambition, any type of like feeling and admiration. If I said that right, sorry. If I any type of love, any type of just happiness in general. Like, am I gonna be this empty, having
Void,
like this
mechanical.
void? Like, am I gonna? I don't know. I'm scared. What am I gonna feel in the next 10 years?
What do you think you're going to feel in the next 10 years?
I don't know. Hopefully good. I mean,
Has your fear of this
Crazy.
grown or shrunk over the last 4 years?
of what? Being scared about my future?
Yeah.
I would just say living in the moment more, and I think just not really trying to think about it because I'm scared. I just listen. I think nobody wants to be alone when they're older, bro. Are you married?
Yeah.
Like that's your person. You know what I mean? Like that's your best friend. That's your companion. That's like your rock. So like you're good, right? How old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
40.
You're good, brother. You're good. I'm worried at 40 years old. I'm not gonna be able to find someone genuine enough to love me for me. I worry that stuff sometimes, man. I worry, you know, um, I just worry about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a super legit worry, dude. Like,
Oh my God.
I think um, you said earlier that you're known on the internet as Adin Ross,
Yeah.
but you were Adin, and I absolutely like. There's a decent chance you'll end up with a string of people who are not interested in Adin, but are interested in Adin Ross.
99% of people. That's right.
It's fucking scary, man. It sounds like the odds are stacked against you.
Yeah, but I saw myself up for it, man, and I used to feel bad about it, and I used to hate it in a way. But it's like I'm blessed at the end of the day, man. Like
There,
I've
you're
done a
doing
lot.
it again. What are you doing?
What am I doing? Oh, adding positive to the negative.
Yeah.
Damn, damn, that's crazy. You're right. I did just do that.
Right. So the interesting thing is like I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
But like, I'm gonna say something.
Please.
I'm really curious, and you gotta. Can you do me a solid? Can I?
All right. Guys, I gotta say something. I'm going to say it right now, okay? So, Aiden, it's okay for first of all, like no, it's not okay to worry about these kind of stuff. Like it is what it is, right? Like what happens will happen, right? But sometimes, of course, you can like um if you really want something, you can maybe get it, but it's a little bit difficult. Like you can't really go through like social media and expect like nobody knows you. Like it's really really difficult because like almost everybody knows Aiden Ross, especially in America. I feel like so those who don't know him, it's really difficult to know them, like learn about them, and especially in social media. So in social media, I wouldn't even try to find a girl. Um, I mean, you could, there are also like some, I would say maybe, yeah, some who are decent, let's say, and yeah, but it really like I wouldn't go for a girlfriend who is like doing OnlyFans or doing content, like a low key a girl, like she low key, a low key girl, like she is so low key, like nobody knows her, like for real, and she looks beautiful, but not dressing like crazy where and where she's like partying and stuff like that. And like I would really look at for a really decent girl, that is not partying. It's not like what like you can feel if some, especially the streamers, if they are a gold digger or not, if they want something from you all the time, like Aiden, please, like, can we go shopping? We weren't shopping for like 5 days already. Can we go shopping again? What? Okay, which is a gold digger, by the way, but okay.
Ask you for something?
Go ahead.
I just want you to tell me what your response is. Good, bad, whatever.
Okay.
Aiden, how would you feel if I said I'm sad for you?
Oh my god.
Right now, you just said, Ian, I'm sad for you.
Yeah.
I would ask, well, and be like, why are you sad for me?
Because I mean, you just told me that there's a 99% chance that people are going to be with you for the wrong reason. You're worried about being lonely.
Like, why do you have to comment on that? For what reason? It sounds sad. It sounds lonely. I feel sad for you. Bro. Oh my
My
God.
initial my initial response was like, yeah, man, it sucks, but what can I do? The truth. I mean, like, what could I do about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it would be like, yeah, it does suck, but I mean, like, what can I do about it?
It
For
is
real.
what it is.
It is what it is. That's the type of vibe, literally, yeah.
Bro, he's so confused, bro. It's
but then when I'm
crazy how
alone in
confused
my
he is.
bed, I'm gonna cry tonight. And I'm gonna be like, damn, doctor was right.
Wait.
But then when I'm alone in my bed, I'm gonna cry tonight. And I'm gonna be like, damn, doctor was right. But damn,
I
you
can't
know?
tell if that's a joke or not.
Um, I get my feelings sometimes, man. It depends. Like, it depends on the type of day I'm having.
And what kind of day you're having today?
Good day.
Does that make it more or less likely that you'll cry at night?
Well, I was adding a little bit of joke to that statement.
Wait.
I'll never cry at night alone. You know what I mean? Like I just sometimes get my thoughts. There's sad thoughts that come in, and it's just more thoughts that are just like thinking about my future. It happens every so often, but it just depends on the type of day I'm having. That's all.
Wait a minute. No way. No way he is never crying alone in his bed like ever before. Well, okay, let me be really honest, okay, with you guys. When I was like not spiritual and stuff like that, like I had sad thoughts also, but I never cried, and that was until I went was 23 or 24. So yeah, it could be, yes, that he could never cry because he rarely cries. So yeah, okay.
Or thoughts that are just like thinking about my future. It happens every so often, but it just depends on the type of day I'm having. That's all.
Okay. How's this going?
I like this.
What do you like about it?
Oh my
I like having an intellectual
God.
conversation with somebody.
Oh.
That's a good
What?
conversation,
Wait.
a serious conversation.
Wait.
I don't get a lot of these unless it's with my parents or close friends. And
Aiden, bro. Aiden, bro, I am here right now. Okay, I am here right now. You can have what like I don't want to brag or anything, but you could have a really good conversation. Maybe one of the best conversations you've ever had, and a deep one and stuff like that. And bro, just like just tell me, bro. Like whenever you want, I like you can call me, on Discord or whatever. Like or I will DM you on Instagram probably because I feel like it doesn't matter who it is, but nobody should be should feel lonely and stuff like that, and nobody should worry about things and stuff like that. But like yeah, I am here, and I'm also a cook. If you don't have a cook yet, I can cook a lot of things. But I most of the times cook vegetarian. Meat not. I don't like to cook meat that much, and then you could also get healthier and stuff like that. But okay, if you really like want meat a little bit, no, I'm not. No, I'm not doing it any. To be honest, no, I'm not. Yeah, but we can like, like I can like cook vegetarian food for you, which will also be really good. Um, like walking, talking, like just be in nature and stuff like that, and not to have to think about anything. And if you have some things like I can really like we like or yeah, we, not just me, but we can go really deep into the conversations. I promise you that. I actually promise you that. I can promise that. Yeah.
I think meeting is like you're a stranger to me. I'm a stranger to you. I think meeting a stranger and having like an intellectual conversation like this is it's nice. I like it. It's something different that I usually don't do.
Well, no wonder you're lonely.
Damn. I mean, I try.
No,
I'll
I
tell
mean,
you what. I'll tell you. I know. But
what did you hear there?
I was like, damn, like what? Damn, dog. Like, why'd you say it like that?
Yeah. No wonder you're lonely. Like you are a psychiatrist, bro. And again, these comments you say, bro, just drop the ball, bro. Like drop the ball. Don't do it anymore, please.
Help me understand what you heard me say.
I said it's like it's rare for you to have intellectual conversations with strangers. You said
Right.
no. That's wonder why you're lonely.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, you're
like-
right, but it's hard to have intellectual conversations with strangers that want to leech off me and use me for things. It's hard to see the real in people, you know.
Yeah. So like,
yeah,
I wasn't. It wasn't a dig at you.
I
Like-
know. No, I know you're good. I know.
But you see how defensive he gets? You see how defensive he gets? Ego state. But hey, bro. Hey. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. I already know that, but I have to like show it again and again just to show you like how unnecessary psychiatrists are really are. You know, like no wonder you're lonely. Like, what is that, bro?
Right, because like, dude, it's like it's hard. Like you don't even get to have regular conversations with people, bro.
Yeah, so like in person, when somebody recognizes me, they'll come up to me and ask for a picture. They won't even want to have a conversation with me. It's the same script every time. Hey, Aiden, can I get a picture? They walk away. It's no, how's your day going? It's no, I'm good, man. What do you do? What's your name? It's no, hey, man. What you? I try to conversate sometimes. I do, but it's like I would love to have a conversation with people who know me. I'd love to get to know them as well. You know?
Yeah. I'm hearing, Aiden, that you sometimes get treated almost like an object.
Yeah,
Like a product.
for sure.
Yeah.
And,
Like,
and let me, like, by the way, you got to tell me if I overstep or something, okay? But like, and I'm just saying, like, you know, if you just think about it for a second, and anyone who gets treated like an object gets treated like Aiden Ross instead of Aiden, like they're gonna be lonely.
My point, my man. It's gonna be very hard for me to find the one. All right.
Yeah. Well, I'm a little bit more optimistic. I think.
You think I will? You think I will?
I think so.
Thank you, man.
I think you absolutely can. So can I tell you why?
Tell me why.
I think you're good at growing. Like I think you're good at growing. Like you put your mind to something and you work on it. Like you're a resilient guy. I think you had to learn certain ways to survive, and you paid the price for that in a weird way. So like the weird thing is, if you look at our brain, like our brain can't selectively suppress emotions. So what it learns how to do is shut them. Like you can turn down the volume, but it's not like you can just turn down the volume on some instruments. There's a song playing. You either turn down the volume or you turn it up. And what I'm hearing from you is that you turn down the volume a lot. And over time, you've actually learned healthier ways to turn down the volume. And so what you used to do is like, I'm not quite sure what. Not really. I mean, we can, if you want to, at the end, I can pull out an iPad and walk you through, like, you know, almost like lecture style, like what traumatic coping mechanisms look like in the evolution of coping mechanisms and stuff. But, and then now I'm hearing like a lot of, you know, something that is on the verge. So a lot of humor, but also like a lot of like fatalistic acceptance and almost like resignation.
Yeah.
Right?
So is that a good or bad thing?
It's neither. It's a strategy. So I think that on the one hand, if you don't like, because here's the thing, if you were alone at the age of 40, how would you feel about that?
If I was alone at the age of 40, I don't know, doctor. I don't know how my brain's gonna be. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Let me toss something out. You see if it sits with you, okay?
okay.
Okay.
I think you would be like kind of okay with it because you knew that this would happen, right? You always knew that the deck was stacked against you. 99% of people are going to see Aiden Ross and not Aiden. Like you saw it coming. Like you fucking see it coming.
Bro, that doesn't mean it has to come that way, right? But one thing that Adin also should really know about Adin. You also know that if you manifest something, you can get it. And you actually are one of those, and it doesn't matter if he's younger or older than me, but he actually was one of the reasons I also started streaming and doing content and stuff like that, just because he said, if you want to, like, if you are manifesting something, like, and if you really want it, you can get it, right? And that's how I got motivated, through this motivational speech. So, and now when you say like, like it will be probably really hard for me at 40, and then have a without like it will be really hard for me to have a girlfriend and stuff like that. You are basically manifesting slowly but surely that you don't find a girlfriend. You know, like the same you manifested all the things you did with doing content, streaming and stuff like that, getting better and better, grinding. The same fire you should have right now in finding a girlfriend. Like, I will find a girlfriend, like the fire in you is still there. It's not like gone completely. Like the fire in everybody is always there, and now you should have, because you want it, of course, you should have the fire in finding a girlfriend which could be your wife and then maybe have a family and stuff like that, and parents, not parents, and kids and a dog or whatever you want. But you have to manifest it, bro. Like you saying, in your motivational speech, manifesting is so good, manifestation is real and stuff like that. Then do it again, bro. Don't forget what you said, bro. Manifest that you get a girlfriend, manifest that you will have a wife, but don't be too stupid about it. Like, don't be too naive. Like, oh, that first girlfriend, like she looks good. She has like a big like chest and stuff, like a big butt and stuff like that. But then it's like you have to also then look if she is really wifey material, even girlfriend material. First, date a lot. Just date. Go dating, bro. Just go dating, bro. Oh, oh hell no! But we are at 1 hour something.
Right now, it's like I'm chilling, but I just think like
Feel about that.
if I was under the age of 40, but I don't know, doctor. I don't know how my brain's gonna be. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Let me toss something out. You see if it sits with you, okay?
Okay.
I think you would be like kinda okay with it because you knew that this would happen, right? You always knew that the deck was stacked against you. 99% of people are going to see Adin Ross and not Adin. Like you saw it coming. Like you fucking see it coming, even today.
True. Yeah.
And so like you're not going to be surprised.
Yeah, but doctor, who wants to be 40 and alone, bro?
I mean, I think no one.
Doc, please end your career right now. I think you made a lot of money already with your course selling and stuff like that. But your BS is crazy, bro. Like the BS you put out is so crazy, bro. Like you saying, like 40 and stuff like that. You already, like Adin, you already like seeing it. So what is so bad with being 40? And then like, do you want to be 40? Like, who do you think is 40? I think no one, bro. Like, of course no one. Like, okay, maybe just me, but we are not talking about me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hearing. What are you feeling when you say that?
Here we go. The generic. Oh my god. Oh my god,
Wants to be
bro.
40 years old and alone. It's just like when I think about it, it's like, damn, like it's a realization. It's like who actually wants to be 40 years old and alone, waking up alone? I could have $1 billion in my bank account, doctor. I still would not want to be 40 and alone. I'd rather.
Okay, let me tell you, okay? Story time again. Let's just cut it at 1 hour for now. It's like 3 videos, which is 3 hours. It should be good, you know. Because I'm not, you know, I'm trying to, like, I already am conscious about myself, you know, getting in a where like my mood is getting worse and worse and worse just by listening to Dr. Obvious, Dr. I don't know better, and stuff like that. Dr. No one wants to be 30, but hey, you already seeing it, you already vision it, so might as well, right? But nobody wants to be 40. Okay, um, it's like for me, it's okay to be 40 and alone. Why? And I'm telling you right now because I'm about to turn 30, which is also pretty a big age, I guess. You know, like a lot of people say, "Oh, at 30, bro, like you are already young and stuff like that." People, you know, call me. It doesn't matter what they call me and stuff like that. What other people think, if it's a big number or not. Okay, but why am I? It's okay to be alone because really you are always alone, but that doesn't mean you have to feel lonely, which is another thing. Like for example, I can walk alone into nature but don't feel lonely, you know? Like I feel connected with nature, you know, I see the trees, you know, I was walking today and I saw people, you know, I said to them, "Hi, good morning," and stuff like that. Then I see the sky, the trees, you know, and then there was a river, a cornfield, the river, you know, where ducks were swimming and looking like they played in the water, and you know, people with their dogs walking out and stuff like that. And I'm just saying hi, good morning to everybody, and I'm already like feeling happy already. Like even if I sorry, my nose was a little bit itchy. Even if I just thinking about it makes me happy, you know, like it's just beautiful to me, you know, like and it doesn't matter like if I am alone or not. That is the thing, you know, like I still like but how you feel, you can decide sometimes how you feel. Like some people when they go walk alone and stuff like that, you know, into nature or in the city and so on, and I see it with with other people. Like I don't want to name people, but let's just say family members and friends, right? For example, if people like if some people, maybe a lot of people are in a big human crowd, you know, a big mass, right? Then they feel anxious and they feel, you know, anxiety is anxious, yeah. Social anxiety and stuff like that, this and that. But yeah, okay. When I see that, it depends, but it's like it always depends on how you view things, right? Um, because the fact is that these are all humans. The fact is they all struggle with something. And then when I see that, I came to the realization of it, you know, and then like everybody is on their phone, and then it's like, everybody's so disconnected, you know, always on their phone, addicted to it. They struggle, they work a 9 to 5, they have also social anxiety and stuff like that. And I'm like seeing all that, and I'm like, "Hmm." Or you can also do like yeah, that's why I like nature more instead of big cities and stuff like that. Because when I'm at big cities, it's not like I have social anxiety when I see or am in a big crowd, even if they are like really next to me, that big of a crowd, right? It's more like I feel sad a little bit for them, to be honest, because I come to the realization again when I see them that they struggle and stuff like that, which is also not beautiful. But that's why I don't like big cities. I like to be to walk into nature, and nature, is okay. Sadly, I, like when I see like these fields and stuff like that, and human are doing it, then of course, then I'm like nature uh is getting destroyed through human beings. But it's always the human beings, right? But if I just see the trees, the sky, the river, animals and stuff like that, human beings that walk with dogs, it's okay, right? I'm happy and stuff like that. But also I know like the human beings, like they are most of them, they don't say hi or hello anymore, and they don't do eye contact anymore because like people nowadays don't do that anymore, sadly, especially in Germany. But this is where you are a light to to yourself, and then some people even see a little bit of that light, like you smiling, you look happy, and then you're saying hi, hello, or whatever it is, and then you just go your own way. But again, you can maybe like meet them again and again, because you walk like all the time. And but I like to go different routes, and then it's like maybe then it's more like a hi, it's like, hi, how are you? Good, and you? And a little bit small talk, a little bit, but I already said it in a video. So let's just yeah. So I wouldn't be alone because, but I also know where the mind feels lonely the most, when you are in prison, basically in your own four walls. You laying down, sitting down in the dark, just your phone or something, or even not your phone, just you just laying in the dark, and you're like, and then the mind goes, right? And then it goes like, oh my God, what am I doing right now? Like, what is life? What is the meaning of life? And I feel so alone. Like I'm alone right now, and I have been alone for 3, 4 years, working a job, and I have struggled finding a girlfriend, and I really want somebody who is next to me, and I can talk to, and cuddle with, and make love with, and build a family, have children, a dog, a car, a house, and live a happy life with them. But happiness, right? I hope everybody is looking for happiness. I hope really, because that's all I wanted all my life, happiness. And good news is happiness is always in the moment, right? Happiness is when you are not, right? And that is the beauty when you go into nature, and you just observe, and you see the trees, well, without naming it, of course. You just see, right? You're not saying like, oh, this is a tree, this is a river, these are ducks and stuff like that. You just see, and then you see like, oh, everything is so alive, and then you are alive, and it yeah, it's a little bit difficult to say, but it's basically like you are happy, then you are at peace. You feel like you don't even have to feel anything. Like there is just energy, love, you could say, happiness, whatever it is, peace and beauty, and it's all so beautiful. And I'm like, wow, like when I go back, at streaming, the ego is back at it again a little bit, and then of course you have to you are well, I like actually talking like that and stuff like that because I want um all to have a more beautiful life, to be honest, because I was at a stage also where I felt alone, lonely, sad, depressed, suicidal, stuff like that. Everything, what thought can put out basically. All the thoughts, I think everybody had these kind of thoughts of being sad, lonely, depressed, suicidal and stuff like that, and everything basically. And then comes the realization what, like, you don't have to be that character or personality, and you can just be nothing, and you are nothing if you are not you, but basically it's just for communication and because I can't explain it better. If you are in the moment, if you live in the moment, and then if you live in the moment, there are no thoughts, there is no past, there is no future, there is just what is. Yeah, that's beautiful. What is, right? And what is nature. What is are the trees. What is the water flowing, you know, river. That's how we call it, the river. But it's like water flowing. But if you take also water, like absolutely not labeling it, it's all alive. Like it's just what it is. It's just alive. It is just beauty. It's just creation. It's nature. It's love and energy. And um, I really want everybody to realize that. And then, at least when you are in the moment again, you are at peace again. You are happy and stuff like that. And you don't worry about these kind of stuff. So that's why I'm like, it doesn't matter how old I am. Like, I could be 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, still alone, and I will still have a smile when I am in the moment. Um, which is I really mean it. But yeah, like that's really the beauty of it, and I want everybody to realize this, that you can have this kind of thing also, because it is there. It is there if you are just conscious, I guess. Either way, it is 58 minutes. We are doing it tomorrow because I can't listen to I can't listen to him anymore, bro. Like it is enough for me. 3 hours is enough, enough of thinking again, enough of talking again. And I just wanna be, let it be. Let it be. All right, yeah, and then you just see just through the imagination I had, I was happy. Um, but yeah, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Share it. Comment. Share it with your apps and family. See you on in the next video. Okay.